Okay, in continuation, the real thing I wanted to make this video about was actually PC culture, ladies and gentlemen. PC culture. You have to realize through everything that I said in my video about the 6-year-old being arrested, everything that I said about that, you got to realize I didn't go PC with a lot of things that I said. I didn't. But I can rest assure you, I can't go PC with everything that I say. And I would definitely say, if you don't know, PC politically correct. I can't do that. I can't go PC with everything, politically correct with everything that I say. Why? Because kids need to hear the truth. Parents and adults need to hear the truth. If you're a failure at your job as a parent, as a faculty and staff member of a school, you need to hear the truth and stop lying to yourself every day that you are more mentally sane than what you are. Look at all the videos I've made on mental health, ladies and gentlemen. Take those videos for example. Take every video I've made on mental health, at least over the past few weeks to a month. Every video I've made on mental health. I make these videos, ladies and gentlemen, for purpose, cause, reason. Because I want kids, parents, and everyone else to understand. You're not going to get anywhere continuously lying to yourself that you're a better human being than what you are. That being a good human being doesn't matter. That lying to yourself is good. Lying to your friends is good. You're not. You're not going to get many places. You're just not. And PC culture, I'm not, I can be politically correct because I know sometimes you have to be politically correct to get along. Sometimes you have to go politically correct, to market some things, promote certain things, run certain businesses and organizations. Sometimes you have to be you have to be PC. You just have to. Other times, you don't. And I can tell you for what a lot of parents are looking for, at least a lot of real parents are looking for, and a lot of real kids are looking for, they are looking, they're looking, I guess you could say also parents and kids that aren't, they haven't drank the society's Kool-Aid on certain issues. What they're looking for, raw and authentic parents and kids with raw and authentic emotions, raw and authentic feelings, and et cetera, et cetera. What they're looking for is raw and authentic opinion. And sometimes you got to get that raw and authentic opinion from not being PC. Because that's what they need to hear. They need to hear that somebody else definitely thinks just as passionately about these topics as they do, if not more passionately. And I want to say some of the same things, if not more of the same things they're thinking, but they just don't want to say. Now, I'm not saying I'm your voice for all that, because trust me, I'm not. But I'm your voice for at least some of it, because I feel exactly the same ways that you feel about some of these issues, if not more passionate about them. I do believe in PC culture. We got to get a handle on things, because too many people are PC. I think that when you're writing a letter to be put on the news to talk about something, the header and then the ending of the thing definitely can have some PC stuff, but definitely the dialogue. People need to hear within the dialogue that you're a real human being that's going to say some real stuff that's going to hit home, that's going to hit the heart, connect to the soul, and make you feel alive, free, make you feel like you have hope, purpose, in this world, and that somebody else once again understands you. That's peace. That's the fight against PC culture to an extent. Now the good things, the good parts of PC culture, once again, towards public relations. Towards public relations, at least starting off, or whatever the terminology is, you have to, at least the way I look at it, ladies and gentlemen, it's good to play the PC culture sometimes, to just to start you off or do whatever. It's good to sometimes play towards PC culture. But as well, it's good to sometimes not play towards PC culture and just do your own thing. Because sometimes that, again, is how the best way to grow your brand, depending on what you do, is to not be a puppet to PC culture. See, I acknowledge PC culture, and sometimes I am PC sometimes. But I can rest assure you that I don't, I'm not warped into PC culture where that's all I care about and that's all I want to do. I understand sometimes you have to give people passionate, heartfelt responses in order for them to heal and feel like they got answers and feel like, dare I say, somebody can relate to them, So you have to know when and when not to do PC culture. Some people would rather not do it altogether. Some people would rather do it altogether. I'd rather pick and choose constructively when I do PC and when I don't. Because I can rest assure you, I'm passionate about all these thoughts and opinions towards your kids, towards your families, towards your schools. We gotta do something better. We gotta do something different. We gotta do something more. because I'm tired. You could even say sick and tired of reading review after review after review about bullying, sexual harassment, and so on and so on. Abuse of power, you know, and just so many more things, you know. And especially with the private schools, I'm like, are you kidding me? Religious private schools, are you kidding me? I hold you to a higher standard. And you know you're corrupting that standard every day because you care more about money than what you do student success and happiness. No wonder why people are leaving Christianity in droves these days to an extent because they realize that some of these people, they're only in Christianity for the big bucks. That means they can preach, but that's all they do. They don't practice a dang thing, you know. And I could also have said the curse word, but man, sometimes I won't, sometimes I will, you know. But you get the point. They don't practice the darn thing in which they preach, and all they are in it for is the money. Fill venues, get the money, and later on, don't practice the darn thing, you know. To an extent, to an extent. And I'm telling you, that's not what I'm here for. I can tell you, I don't practice everything that I preach. I try to practice everything that I preach. But again, I'm only 21. Not using the young excuse for the reason why I don't practice everything that I preach, but I'm definitely telling you I'm continuously God first, like Andy Minio's album said, work in progress. I'm a continuous work in progress. So you please don't fault me for everything just yet. You know, I acknowledge most things. I'm still growing with other things. So most definitely give me those props and that credibility for some things. I love everybody so much, and I just don't believe that we are this ignorant as what our culture keeps on telling us that we are. Because our culture keeps on telling us that you have so many idiots roaming this planet, it's not even funny. But at the same time, I believe you have so many smart and intellectual people roaming this planet. It just depends on where you're going to find them and where you're going to look, etc. God bless all the smart, preppy kids at places like Stanton and Paxton and whatever else. Not to say all of you are act the same because you don't, but at the same time, God bless you all. Trust me, I can fit in with any group. I can fit in with I can fit in with almost any group to an extent. And I have love for almost every group, pretty much. And I just want everybody to learn, build, and grow in Christ's name, be successful, thrive, succeed, and understand what family is, understand what morals and values are. Because if you don't start understanding what morals and values are, you are never going to get anywhere in this life. You're never going to go anywhere in your next life, you know. And that's just what it is, ladies and gentlemen. You know, you have to understand when and when not to do PC versus, simple as that, when and when not to do PC. And again, for people who don't know what PC is, PC stands for politically correct. You know, and I understand sometimes I am politically correct, but sometimes I'm a rock star being politically correct. You know, so it's all good for me. It works for me. Other times I hate being politically correct because I need to give people the rawest emotion of how I feel. Because we need healing in this culture. We need Jesus in this culture. And we need people to understand. Dare I say, I feel how you feel, if not more passionate about it. You know, and again, all these school reviews read the same thing. Like I said, I might start literally posting videos about me reading these school reviews out loud to you, because that's really supposed to be titled School Reviews with NJ to the City. I'm supposed to start doing that eventually. Been talking about doing that for years, but that's what one of the top things that I want to do is I do want to do that for you all. I do want to indeed do that for you all because I'm telling you, it's evident that we need that more than ever in today's day and age, today's day and culture. You know, I read these school reviews quite often. I'm disturbed with a lot of them because a lot of people do not know what they're doing. Again, I'm practically every child's best friend because I know how to talk to them, how to, build trust with them, how to build strong foundations with them. I love giving back to kids. I love, interacting with kids. I love cheering them on at their sporting events. I love donating to them. You name it. God first, I can do it, and I love to do it. And I want to be a part of every child's woman's is unashamed growth and development through Christ's name. That's what I want to do, and so on. And I don't believe that's even hard either. I think people just, once again, have to get out of their own head and they'll understand it more. It's not rocket science. Just get out of your own head and you'll understand it more. But I don't think I have much more to say in this video, but it might still go to 11 minutes. I love everybody. Thank you for watching, listening, viewing, subscribing. I have a lot more topics to get on, so trust me, you're going to see a lot more NJ to the City news videos being posted throughout this week and throughout more time because I have a lot of stuff to focus on. I want you all to understand, be informed with the realest of content. Understand, be informed with, because again, NJ to the City News is supposed to be a proud staple of news within the community. That's my motto for NJ to the City News. I'm a proud staple of news within the community. Eventually, when I get my commissary up to whatever, I'm gonna, start hiring people to work for me when it comes to, news reporters and whatever else, whenever I can build the brain up to something like that. But for right now, NJ to the City News is just me, operating from places like this, my bedroom, bedroom studio to an extent, where I write all my raps and I record most of them and etc. So it's just gonna be, me right now, and eventually I'm gonna hire people because I love hiring and employing people, and I love being that manager, being that boss, and caregiver to an extent of some sorts. And again, ladies and gentlemen, it's not to say that all schools are dirty, filthy, trash, and negative. It's just to say do your research on the reviews. Quite a lot of schools are negative, trash, filth, and they need to literally they need they don't need a facelift. They need a change from the inside out, because a lot, like I said, I'm telling you, a lot of these schools, it doesn't matter how good you prep them up on the outside. If it's not, if the morality that doesn't change on the inside, you're gonna stay corrupt, and that's just what it is, you know. So I love you all. Take care. More coming soon. Your boy, the man, NJ to the City. Out.